What's up guys, my name's Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for May 24, 2018. For a second there, I don't know why I saw this and I was about to say second, but we're going to be looking at this. There's a lot of cool things, including, first of all, look at this picture at the top. I really like this picture because it shows off some armor coloring that I have never even really considered before, that I really want to try out, like this, the Crucible one, as well as this gold here on the mostly Iron Banner one, and the Dragons thing, I forget what it's called, but, and then the Titan with the moon outfit, okay. Anyways, we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie. I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently than I've done it before. I've been a little bit too in-depth and rambly about the things in the past, so I'm just going to kind of very quickly gloss over the things that are very, very important for you to know, and then the rest of it, I would recommend you reading it with the link in the description down below. So first up, we talk about the Iron Banner. There's going to be the map Bannerfall from Destiny 1. I kind of favorite the one that's in the tower, so if you guys wanted to play that, it's in Iron Banner right now, and potentially in Trials tomorrow when it comes out, and then after that, it's going to be in all the playlists once Iron Banner has ended. Next part, talking about Escalation Protocol. Apparently, Escalation Protocol was made for max level 3 player teams and not 9 player teams. So most of these questions are about figuring out how to get 9 people in the same activity, making it easier. And for the most part, they're like, yeah, we'll try to figure out how to make that work in the future and exactly how that's going to happen. This next part talks about armor updates. They had the point where they updated a lot of exotic guns. Now they're going through the armors. 2 for each class are going to be talked about in this one. Perhaps they're going to show us videos of how they're going to work in future TWABs or where they're going to release it. Hopefully they'll release it with their next big release. It's probably going to be in July and whatnot, but there are 2 for each ones that they're updating. Firstly, for the Titan Synthoceps, making it so when enemies are around you, it's more of a flat damage increase with 3 or more. It's going to be more effective in PvE, so we'll have to wait and see exactly how that works. Lion's Rampart, they're updating it so it's a lot more of a fast-moving aerial assault rather than people depending on things like the Strafe Lift. This kind of just is basically just a Strafe Lift in an exotic armor as of now, so hopefully they'll make it a little better. Coming in with the Dragon Shadow, now when you dodge, you get a bonus to mobility, which is really nice because, you know, hunters need another mobility upgrade to make them jump even higher and do it even faster. And apparently that's what they're going to do, and in general, they're trying to keep the theme of fast-moving ninja. Next up, we have Mechanier's Trig Sleeves. Swapping to your sidearm or critically wounded greatly increases your damage. Can't wait to see some sidearms like the Last Hope literally 2 burst kill people when you're greatly wounded. However, you are also greatly wounded. This would encourage a lot of hunters, or for very specifically a lot of hunters with 0 recovery, to do some insane amounts of damage. A very glass cannon kind of loadout, and I actually would love to see how this works out. Coming in for the Warlocks, Lunafaction Boots, and Sunbracers. Lunafactions, instead of having to go in and out of your rift to reload your weapons, they found that it was unintuitive. They're going to update it so you just standing in the rift, you automatically reload. It'll basically make Rally Barricade a little obsolete because you can literally just put the rift down and then you're just reloading constantly. Hopefully this will work with the skulls in the skull dimension, and you can just reload infinitely. So we'll have to wait and see. That sounds like a really good upgrade. I might actually start using it in the raids. But finally, the last thing, which I think is probably the most insane one, is the original thing for Sunbreakers is you have increased duration of solar grenades. Now, solar melee kills grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. You get a solar melee kill. Obviously, this seems like the melee charge, so you can't just keep getting melee kills. The melee charge gives you unlimited solar energy. So you just start chucking grenades like nuts for the, what seems like maybe 4 or 5 second time period that they're gonna give it to you. I don't know how long it is, by the way, that's just what I assume. That sounds awesome for PvE. You see like a boss, you go melee thrall, and you just start chucking nades. Oh, that sounds awesome. Coming up next, we have the Bungie Versus. Vicarious Visions would help them in the recent DLC. They're going to be doing a 4v4 with Bungie on May 20th to 30th at 11 p.m. Again, AM, not PM, 11 AM PDT. If you want to go see some people battle it out, last time was Community, I think PD Podcast and whatnot. They did some crazy stuff. If you didn't watch it, go watch the streams. It was intense. But if you want to watch this, May 30th, it's going to go down. And one of the most important parts is going to be the fixing it up. Pretty much the next update, which is May 29th, basically the next week's reset. Hopefully, they'll be fixing a couple of the issues that I've been having over the last few weeks. First off, Glory Rank, losing some Glory Rank points when leaving too soon after the match ends. Some people are just too antsy to get back to orbit. A big one, fix an issue where Clan XP milestones were not granting a powerful reward. That's a big one. Vanguard boons blocking progression for heroic strikes, and of course, you know, quest-related milestones for heroic strikes. That's a big issue. Nobody uses Vanguard boons anymore. By the way, none of these actually include Vanguard boons and Crucible boons are back. I don't know why they've completely ignored it, that's a thing. Shrieker's closing up too quickly in war sets, blocking the Heroic Public event. Kalish's shield taking too much damage. I thought this was just an update. I didn't even know this was a glitch. We just started like using rockets because we thought that's how the new thing should be done. And then lastly, in PC, Iron Banner matches loading too slow. And then finally, the very last thing before movie of the week, the item equipped currently disabled. So there was a glitch that made it so much easier to get to 385 very, very quickly, and they made like a very quick patch to stop that. Basically, in third-party apps, you could move an item over and automatically equip it if your character wasn't on the planet or using his weapons or whatever. And what people did, as they equipped these weapons, they would delete them in-game while equipping them on the third-party app. Now what this did was made that slot, the gun or armor slot, basically you had no armor or no weapon in that slot. All you did is you did that for every single slot you had until you had only one item left, which preferably, which would be your highest item, which basically means that the average of all your gear was basically just that one item. So since that's your highest item, any new items you get will be above your current average, which is that singular item, and then you repeat with that with the new stuff. Whichever one is your highest, delete the old ones, do the same trick, and you basically are guaranteed to get an upgrade every single time you do it. Until you get to the very top of 385, you get all your 385 things to drop, and then you equip all the armor and guns, and you should have been at 385. I think that somebody was able to get this, or get around this, probably around week 1. You can literally do this in 1 week, which is insane, which is why they disabled item equipment until they figure out how to fix it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. There's a couple things I did want to show you. This movie of the week, I actually saw on Reddit a while ago. 1 shot, 4 kills. Check this out. How insane is that? Oh man, I saw this and I'm like, holy, that's insane. You can just see him standing here doing nothing. He's just so like taken back, he can't even do it. That's insane. My favorite part is at the very beginning, Shax goes like, don't use all that, don't spend all the ammo in one place, and then he goes and he's like, okay, let me just boop. And then the next one, doing Valko or the Spire Stars boss without using a gun. They were doing all melees. I think they were using grenades and class abilities and supers and whatnot. And they were the 2-phase Spire Star boss without any guns. So that's a cool video. Anyways, that's this week at Bungie for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please let me know what I can do differently in the future. I'll try to be a little quicker and to the point with some of these things rather than ramble. You can always read the little details about all this stuff if you want to. I just wanted to cover the most important things. I have noticed that there's been a lot less viewership on these in the recent videos, but I have also noticed that a lot of other people are still getting higher views on their This Week at Bungie stuff, and I'm actually not angry at that. I'm just wondering if there's something that I'm doing wrong and I could be doing something better. So let me know what I could be doing better, and I'd love to improve and incorporate that into the next one. Anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. I love these armor sets, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. You know what? I figured it out. I figured it out why I'm not getting enough views on these videos. I got it. It's because I'm not putting enough pictures of puppies. Yeah. That's probably it.